Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Packers going up against the Jaguars. With that, I get to say hello for the first time to our new commentators this year, as I'm privileged to welcome in Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Green Bay Packers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I love coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough, and I kept pointing to the film and saying yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he handed it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week, and boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
Bortles now on first down. Caught out left side by Robinson. It's a gain of 17 that time, and it's good enough for a Jacksonville first.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now the second-year man from Alabama, T.J. Yeldon. And his first carry, he loses the football. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete to Cobb. A good pickup there, a 22. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Dante Fowler just made a play that he can be really proud of there. Nice tackle for loss, and what a relief it is for him to be back on an NFL field after missing his entire rookie season with a knee injury.
I think the entire defensive unit is relieved that he's out there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught at the 2. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And the D looking like they may blitz. Time running out here on the play clock. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
We saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got it to Hearns. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play?
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire?
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing is Bortles. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go. Green, 90.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Jags are going to have a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bortles, and the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. And Myers able to knock it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Here comes Cobb. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Yeah, that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation. It's Rodgers. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, the Packers hand things over to Jake Shum to punt it. He He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. Might have needed just one more block. As it stands, 37-yard return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll come out in the pistol. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Corey Grant, 40 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Here comes Cobb. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Good use of the pass there to pick up the 1st down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. They'll come out in the pistol. And again, it's Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. So, yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep. I gotta go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the 3rd quarter. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
This is taken at the 23. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Backing up. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw is Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Bortles. He'll rifle this one deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And 4th down coming up.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
And taken right on the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athlete.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And now here's a carry heading left. Bulldozes past him. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the D swarming to the line. And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Bortles. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop him here. So now we're going to see.
It got his man complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Rodgers. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Taking it right down Broadway. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Now another shot here at the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here comes Cobb. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing now is Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's got time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They fake the give. Now Rodgers finding time. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's picked off by the rookie, Miles Jack. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in the touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll run it here. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down.
Check. Here we go now. Green, left.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. A man who missed his entire rookie season, Dante Fowler, able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. It's brought in by Janis. And they're going to get this one all the way out to the 25-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. If you hit enough crossers...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jeff Janis, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And now out come the Jags. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They come up in an offset eye. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The young buck, Jalen Ramsey, getting in there to knock it away.
And he's so versatile. You know, everybody looks at him and says, what position can he play? And you feel like you can move him on each and every down to another position. I think the best thing, let him settle in at 1. Then you start.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final try now for Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And that will write a finish to this ball game.